Okay, now I would like to show you how to use what's called an add-ease vial topper and how to make a batch of IVs add-ease. So first I'll have my IV bags. They have to face the HEPA filter with the air blowing on them. If I turned it this way, it would be improper airflow. So all the tops of the IV bags need to be in front of the HEPA filter with the wind air blowing at it. So then I have my antibiotics, and then I have my add-ease containers. So the first thing I'm going to do is open all the tops of the IV bags, keeping them faced toward the HEPA filter. And next, very important, you have to clean all of the ports where the add-ease is going to insert. So I usually use one IV swab per 2 bags. So, and then discard that alcohol swab. Now take another alcohol swab. It's very important to clean the tops of these because the dust cover really doesn't keep all bacteria away from the IV. Have one left there. So now my IV bags are clean. They're in the flow of the air of the HEPA filter. It's good. Now I'm going to get my vials ready. I'm going to open each vial. Again, with everything, we don't want to shadow once we clean them. That means my hand cannot come between the HEPA airflow and the tops of these vials, which is a critical point. And I have to clean them each with a swab. I'll do the same thing, use one swab per 2. Because you definitely want to make sure you get any particles left behind from the manufacturer. Not blocking the airflow of the IV bag or the vials. We're ready to go. Okay, now that the bags are clean and the vials are clean, it's ready to attach the add-ease vial container. So simply twist off the clear portion, and that leaves showing the spike of this add-ease. Now it's like any other needle. The eye of the needle, which if you can see it clearly, has to face your eye. And this is the way you have to attach it to the vial. If I did it this way, it would maybe core the top of that vial while placing this mechanism onto the vial. So you always want to make sure that the opening of this needle, the eye of this needle, is facing your eye. And then slowly, as it's facing it, go straight in and attach. And go to the next one without shadowing. Okay, again, the eye of the needle is facing me. I'm going to put that eye of the needle facing me, straight in, and attach. Another one. Turn it that the eye of the needle is facing me. Attach. Take off the spike. Turn the eye of the needle facing me. Attach. Last one. Eye of the needle facing me. Attach. Now these are ready to attach to your IV bag. And again, we can't turn the IV this way because once I remove this, in there you see a needle. that needle has to remain in the sterile airflow. So I will take the bag and attach it. It's attached, ready to go. But again, it is not being contaminated, not being shadowed. It is just being attached with the airflow in front of us. Once it's attached, you can turn it any way in the hood because the critical sites are not exposed any longer. Now, once they're attached, the very important thing is to leave them in that position. For instance, a lot of people like to show the writing on the IV bag and the writing on the vial to look like this, and that is great. But if you have one like this and the writing is to the side, you have to leave it, because if you twist it like this, every time you twist that vial, it puts pressure on the opening of the vial and the rubber stopper, and that's what would make IVs leak. So the two reasons it would leak is twisting this once it's already in the IV bag, and not spiking it correctly by having the eye of that spike looking at you and putting it straight in. Otherwise, this is a batch of ACPEs ready to go.